Alright. Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Yesterday left off the start of this mission. Figured might as well just start on it mid-mission. We're about to launch the mission Gemini after completing this side quest. And we're gonna see how far we can get. Hopefully I can complete the story, but my guess is we're not even close. Before Witch Queen drops tonight, because, you know, Destiny. So for now, let's just continue. I assume go up. There we go.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
That's a wobbly ladder.
Glintox. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by.
Nah, we gotta kill them.
Not fall off the tower.
I upgraded my stealth strike specifically for this scenario.
I've heard our soldiers say the Glintox are the worst.
Yeah, they don't fucking sit still.
Up this way.
But trust me, there are much worse machines out there than them.
Aloy? We're really high off the
Just
ground.
don't look down.
You can do it, Alva, okay?
You'll
Just
be
don't
fine.
look down.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
After.
Aloy! I'm okay. Gotta clear some of that debris first. Side. Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Yeah, we're good.
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Just run and jump.
Please don't break.
You're not building up much momentum.
Alva!
I'm okay. Wow. That would have been a long way to fall.
Yeah. Yeah, would've.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Passes out backwards.
Let's keep going.
Alright. Let's go. GIS? The acronym is JIZ? With an
The
S.
door's locked. I think it needs a...
IT security would like to emphasize again that entering your private passcode in the passcode reminder field does not meet digital security standards. As such, your passcode has been reset. Again, please choose an appropriate reminder in the future.
Passcode. Let's look around. This says the code is the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
There you go.
Got it. Door should be unlocked now.
They've still got time.
Maybe the data on Leviathan is in here.
Cost reduction strategy? We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. And it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
Doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the
Good thing these rocks turn to dust when you pull them out of the wall.
Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay.
I see you. So why could I drop to that ledge? That's gonna fall.
Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too.
Jeez. I mean, falling off, yeah, would be bad, but we also have the glider, so... which way? That way.
Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Shh.
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Odd place to give a tutorial tip. I'm just gonna get back over here. 'Cause I don't actually see where I was supposed to jump from there. I clearly wasn't supposed to go back here, so... I'm so glad I had let go and pressed X again. Jesus Christ. Okay. Are we going out and around, or...? I mean, supposed to go backwards clearly, but where from here? What's that? Yes. It looked weird because of the light there. I didn't think it was actually pullable.
How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way out?
Not yet.
You'd really want to hope your gear doesn't malfunction while doing that. Just casually leaping off the edge of the building.
Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire game, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Whoa! Oh, I can reach the ladder now. Be right up, Aloy.
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there.
Hi. Bye. I get the feeling there may have been a supply cache back that other way.
There you are.
Come on. Let's see what's up here. Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts. I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
Of course, that's
H2
what it's
flow.
called.
Their early inventions had strange names. Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40 for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. My focus might see something.
Any info here? Not really, but it is a 6-digit code.
It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal. That must be the Dragonfly 6. Atbay used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
All the numbers
Two.
you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
What was the name of this thing?
The H2 flow.
What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
42-6.
You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
Oh, it might just be 42.
That did it!
No.
You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Conveniently.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard
Careful,
to see
you're
the
gonna fall.
details. People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe, but not a monster either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there.
I just love how when they're done speaking, their face just goes
Climbing all
back
the way
to
up?
complete
Why not go
deadpan.
right down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
You heard me. Oh, I have perks. What was I doing down here? I already got it. Launch a spike that becomes a trap on impact. That seems useful. You know, if I was using those spike throwers. That's a good one to have. Oh. Hi there. Thought I was appearing offline. I guess not. Oh, I might as well just grab this anyway. I do silent strikes a lot, so... Surely there's a trophy for maxing out one of these. No, I could grab focus shot, or I could increase one of these. I believe I have the stealth one on, which I've already maxed, so... part breaker. That's what I was going to do. I was going to get that, so I can potentially get some decent parts in the future. Doesn't seem too necessary right now, though. I'm not actively farming shit. Radio blast. That's a lot of damage. I wanted to equip it. You know, I don't actually remember where to equip those. So that's fun. That one says I can equip it, then. Okay, I guess I can equip it now. I don't know what that was about. I'm gonna save those two. Alright. Would like to get some of that fire gleam. It's that way, right? Yeah. I didn't mean to roll. Oh, while I'm up top, I should be able to see the gleam. Hopefully. Oh. Got it in the wrong face. So that's fun. It says it's in here. Okay, so these markers for the... what are these? The fire gleam don't actually seem to be accurate. Because I don't recall actually finding any fire gleam here last time. It's a little frustrating. But I'm not willing to spend all that time searching for it either. Fast travel. Alright, back to the main story. Is she back here?
Aloy, do you have a moment? Aloy! I'm glad you're here. I wanted to give you this for helping me get the data on Leviathan. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Armor? Weapons?
Thanks, Alpha. I'll put it to good use.
I guess materials.
Have you looked through the data we recovered on Leviathan?
There is much to sort through still, but I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors. The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible paragons. But Pharaoh wasn't. Not even close. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering up hundreds of deaths, I started to think they were all the same. Selfish, egotistical, cruel. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp scroll. It's a splatter, smudged, and faded on stained parchment. I wish more Quen could see that, instead of looking the other way, or twisting the truth to serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, It's easier to believe the lie is truth, but it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less. For that, I thank you, Aloy.
I need to go get ready.
Right. So should I.
So many people have been living lies the past few years. So much so that they believe that it's the only truth. And no, I will not elaborate on that.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that.
Not really sure what's making that noise. What's going on now? Which could have been a slow flying plane, I guess.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The Ten would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Only more persistent.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. I should go get ready.
I await your orders.
No amount of data or information can beat having the real thing. Alright, let's go, Gaia.
Welcome back. Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
About the old world.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
Big mood.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
That's not good.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task.
Yes, that
It
much
was
we've
the
heard
first
already.
of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. Did all that she could. Thanks, Gaia. So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships. Different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia. How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons.
Alright. Well, let's go.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Look after yourselves. This would be Beta's first time, like, out and about, wouldn't it?
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Let's hope it works.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go.
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
So it would rather destroy itself?
Look!
Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
Alright. What are we
Four
looking
will
at?
stay here. Protect Beta.
Make one of those.
Got it!
Be careful.
Is that a behemoth?
Stay back! Are you okay? Get back!
This weapon. I could use it.
Over here, you! Aloy, get a hand over here!
Yeah, that's fine. I'm a little busy.
Carl! Hold on! Oh.
Draw it away
Crushed.
from Beta! Stay back! Over here, you!
Aloy?
Aloy, get a hand over here!
Okay, now I can help yous.
Now's my chance.
Okay, can I please roll out of the way, or is that not allowed? On.
Draw it away from Beta!
Can remove that. I see that.
Stay back.
This one.
Ready?
It's fine. I know. I can actually scan one of these yet. Probably should do that.
Get back. Over here, you. Aloy, get a hand over here. Take him out. Draw it away from Beta. I'm on this one. Stay back.
I'm gonna knock those off. There we go.
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta involved.
Didn't knock it off, but
Find this in my stash later.
Behemoth force loader. Alright. Behemoth force loader. Well, I'm glad it was a Ravager and a Behemoth, and not something worse. You know, throwing a Thunderjaw at us. Quick scan for materials. Okay.
I'll save the extra stock for later.
I don't think I should be going in there. Okay, now that the fight's over, I'm gonna take a quick toilet break. I'll be back. Sure. Alright, I'm back. Should go there with some materials and then go talk to the others. Those arrows are so helpful, and not having any bloody machine muscles.
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled.
Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
That door I saw earlier. Not quite.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. You don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over. This will break my fall.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there is a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
That's concerning. At least I can make some of these arrows. I just gotta use them sparingly this time. Actually aim for a part that I know I can tear off. What are you?
Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Okay, I didn't want to touch that. I wanted to stop before it so I could see what was in there. So what was that thing called that I ran away from earlier? Slaughterback? That's probably what's being made here.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of places I can go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. I might be able to catch a ride on a rail. Go over the shield.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to
the power node. I think that could work.
I think it could. Okay.
There should be a node you can open.
Works. I should deal with these machines first.
Okay, can we please heal? And stop shooting at me from a distance, please. Trying to conserve ammo. Okay, I rolled on that one. You have explosive canisters, yep. I don't have that equipped. Where are you? Just let me take my time real quick. I have a better version. Guess not. Well, for now. Don't want to get hit by that shit. Alright. I've been getting hit way more than I should have. That didn't go terribly. Knowing this game, there's going to be a lot of these medicinal plants around. Oh hey, look, a stealth area. That would have been nice. I didn't just jump on in. What am I hearing? Someone's just constantly making noise. It's not that. Does that solve it? I think it might. Alright. Alright. Scorn approaching. Hopefully I'm not just getting ambient background noise through my mic now. Oh, what's in here? Huge. There's nothing on it. Alright, Festus, let's go. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Secondary defenses.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
Did you really just dodge that while shooting yourself?
Gotcha!
necessarily really want to use one of these arrows, but I want to remove its ability to shoot fire at me. Like that. And of course that landed directly on a armor plate. On another armor plate, despite, you know, precision aiming. Go. It didn't actually do what I wanted it to, but it still broke something off.
I'm not giving up.
Dodge that. Why did I have to reload there? It said it had full armor. I checked it. So did I break off anything keepable over here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Okay, can I not crouch, please? I really shouldn't be trying to do this right now, but hey, make use of the situation. Man, it really loves hitting that armor, doesn't it? I think I've hit like every fucking piece of armor on this damn thing.
I got them all.
Thank you.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
So where'd the tower go that I broke off? That I intentionally broke off. There. Thank you. Hey, it was shocked it was on the ground. Honestly, you know the answer to that. Same as it always is.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, you better not get comfortable.
Hi, by the way.
Energy containment failed. Save this one moment.
Festus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
My logic is you should only have one for series that you thoroughly enjoy, not just for everything, because then it sort of loses its meaning. Is there not a machine just here?
I gotta find a way past this shield.
Up there. Ah, that's fair enough.
Maybe there's a way over the shield.
Go up. Oh, okay.
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those carriers. There's an opening at the top of the shield.
That's the thing for me. I play like 10 games and I'll have like 1,000 hours in all of them.
I can get into that chamber if I go over the shield.
Here we go. Yeah, exactly. That's why majority of the games you name I wouldn't have ever even heard of.
There should be another room to the right.
Got it.
Did silence strike it? Well, that was rude. Okay, we're being an asshole. There we go. Spark that blood up. Casually another one just sitting there watching. They're giving me stuff to make these elite traps, and that's kind of concerning.
Announcements complete 82%. That's it.
Okay, prompt, please.
Oh, here we go again.
Ah, that's why.
Doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Well, they know I'm here, so... Can they come up? They can. Well, that's a problem. Okay, I'm right in front of you. Why are you using a ranged attack? evasive maneuvers.
Okay, better.
Emergency. Urge of pipeline. Scanning A1.
You don't see me. You don't see me.
Engage structural analysis subroutine.
I do have one of these arrows. Hey, would you mind sitting still for a minute?
Execute contingency. Zeta 8.
You're not going to sit still, are you? Actually, shouldn't that just automatically pop? But I don't want to kind of let it do that. Did it gain health back?
Materials.
Alright, now I can deal with that guy. I knock his horns off.
It's about to get loud.
Someone will waste an arrow.
Override unit security parameters.
I got the upper ones. Well, it's a mistake going for this, but it's free damage, so. Really knocked you down? I'm surprised that hit me, despite me flying through the air. It's almost as if the AI has an unfair advantage when it comes to aiming at shit. Actually, I'm not gonna make those.
Security parameters.
What I am gonna do is replace that weapon though with this one. You wanna hit me when you shouldn't hit me? Have a bomb. Yeah, have another. Maybe a third? Okay, that one went through you. Oh, you're on fire, Bubby.
Beginning extraction protocol alpha.
And there. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
So whereabouts is your jaw here?
You didn't have enough
Your
to
horn. there not be two? There is two. Oh yeah. Yep. Get out of here.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything is glowing.
The machine that Festus was building. It must have finished it.
Of course.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, babe. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay.
Okay.
Peace.
You're giving me a bunch, like a lot of shit. When did I get that? And it weaves. Fire and frost defense. Didn't say frost. Increase your defense against fire and shock damage. Devs. I'm actually gonna screenshot that one because that's kind of funny. All defense, plus 3%. Oh, I'll probably go with that one. It's not a lot, but it's something. Weapons. That's already been equipped on someone. Burning enemy damage, no thanks. Shocked enemy damage. I'm gonna go with that. That one's got tear ammo on it. Tear ammo. Tear. Mod. Do I have anything better for you? Not really. Both acid and fire. Sure. Hang on, what I'm not equipped using? That one has the knockdown stuff. That one just has the draw speed. I reckon I'll chuck draw speed on that. Well, gee, I'm kind of hoping there's a thing around the arena that will give me one of them, because I am strapped for ammo. That's concerning. It's a slaughter spine. I fucking knew it.
I think it's charging up.
Wrong button.
I can't with my stamina this low. It's charging. It's covered in plasma.
Are you gonna rush me or? I don't think it even actually sees me right now. Like it's not. Like until I shot it, it wasn't fully aggroed. Okay, thought I dodged that. Never mind. Quickly. Oh, it's charging on the other side as well. Ow. So
maybe purge water can dampen its attacks.
no, that's not what I want. You suggest purge water. That's just dead.
Done.
Oh, I guess I hit a canister.
There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand
Hey,
by.
Overdraw damage is
I'm
good.
sending Hephaestus back to you.
I got a lot of machine muscles from that. Good. I need them. I'm surprised the ice works so well. Usable weapon. I assume that's this.
Hello.
I'm not gonna be able to take this out of here, am I? Maybe? Before I move on, there are some caches around. For example, it's a gold bar, sure, but these mods may come in handy. So Slaughter Spine wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be. Is this an Apex one? No, it was just regular. So, that's probably why it wasn't so bad. But for future reference, yes, I can knock off the tail and use it as a weapon. Right.
No more hiding, Hephaestus! And if I do?
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Where am I going? Up there, aren't I? I'm gonna shoot this off a couple times. Oh. Well, this has a cooldown, which isn't great, but that looks like it could do a lot of damage. So where am I going? I guess this way. Oh, look at that look. That being said, I probably could bring one of them with me, couldn't I? But it would be slow. Nah. I'll make do with what I got. Slaughter Spine itself gave me a lot of machine muscle, so I have a little bit of ammo to make if I need it. You stay in there.
Going down!
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. Now we better get started with the merge. It's all set up.
Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
You got this. Seen that coming.
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Bug squashed.
Get behind me.
And the other twist where silence shows up.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
Don't hesitate. Damn it, Aloy.
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her.
So is Varl dead, or is he, air quotes, dead? Spoilers, by the way.
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. Why did Tilda bring me here? What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
Oh, I still have my weapons, so that's a good sign for me at least.
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Well then.
Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd.
Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Celine's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is woman reading a letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, woman reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
This one's a bit bigger.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world.
Hey, we already have a statue of ourselves, so there's that.
The Gust, by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Hearing some specters, right?
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Lidded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
Oh, similar to Atlas.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling. She's pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
There you are. Feeling better? How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity.
Shout out to the machine just
Watching
crashing around down there.
For the company that I've kept. Having seen it all, I want is to
even if it means stopping your friends.
Especially so. Please, sit down.
No sense for the theatrics at all.
There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of
We
this
still
world,
have the extra
uplift them,
Gaia, don't we?
create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort.
It's also
As
probably
I
how
watched
Silence
your
figured out
life
how to
You were like a splash
get through
of
your
color
shields.
on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information.
Oh,
I had to
info
remain
broker.
anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel. A virtual place where we could speak in peace.
But why did you cut it off so suddenly?
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning. A touchy subject in those days. Because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge. contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Yeah.
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my
What
friend
are
to rest.
those?
And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Who's making a loud bang down there? Those guys. Is that a texture thing or... I think it is. Whereabouts on the map am I? Okay. Probably hit up that cauldron on the way back, but I don't really have the time for that, do I? It's a long way. Good thing fast travel's a thing. If I wasn't strapped for time, no joke, I would have run the whole way.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you're wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
You got a blood in your knife.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
So, dead then.
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Ikaro. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Understood.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Before I do anything else, I should gather some resources. Oh yeah. I don't think that those are the same rewards for the past couple of chests that I've opened. Weird. Very weird. I'm not sure if I want to upgrade this one because I'm not sure what's that extra ammo I'm gonna get. It doesn't say. I guess it's just advanced, maybe. Oh well, I use this weapon, so. Extra coil slot, that's good. Obviously, one more Frostclaw sack webbing, that's going to be annoying to get. Alright. So what did I gain from that earlier? Why is this one gold? What could possibly be the only one that's considered legendary to override? if these guys aren't considered legendary. Maybe the total one. I do like that though, that you actually have to purchase the overrides.
It's all going to be okay. We can't.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction, especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future too.
We won't let that happen. How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it. Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Kotallo more than most. If I were this Regala, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regala still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works.
Okay, so...
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know.
I'm going to pause it here for a bit. Obviously, end the stream. There's something I've got to go do. And I've got roughly an hour to go get it, so I will be back within an hour, hopefully. But, I do plan on streaming some more. I'll probably have another, what's that, 3, maybe 4 hours when I get back. But in the meantime, have a break, get yourself a drink and some food, and I'll see you when I'm back. Bye for now.